91.9 FM, WCAL, California, Pennsylvania. Cal U's best music and only Vulcan Adventure. We're still with the crossover event. And, hand it back to Frank.
So with the third leg of this simple game of tug of war, the last episode, knowing that they're already winning, the side of Zior, Sivanak, and Eivor. Eivor quickly, seeing the barbarians with their rage and a potion of some sort that Zior took, Eivor quickly, you see him wild shape into a large horse. And now the final tug. Pull you're on your side. The final win. It's right there in your grasp. One more heave, and you can do it.
Question. He wild shapes into a horse. How is he still holding the rope? Because
It's wrapped in
he never said he tied it around himself.
Yes, he did.
I did say I tied it
Okay.
around. I did say.
Okay. So just wild shaping, that would have snapped.
No, it's thick. Anywho, last check.
All right.
Barbarian.
Is there any way I can intimidate them to get sweaty hands or something to let go of the rope?
You want to intimidate? Which of the three do you want to intimidate?
Wait, there's 3 people?
Yeah, there's Zior, Eivor, and Sivanak.
At this point, I think I'm facing the other direction, so I'm kind of the pull. I can't exactly face the other way because I'm a horse.
I mean, in all actuality, he wouldn't technically be the first person in line.
He can he can angle it the way he wants to because he's talking.
Yeah, unless he hollers out one of the names or something like that.
He could. Yeah. So he hauls out to Eivor, who knows turned into a horse. So roll Belmont, roll an intimidation check. Eivor, roll an insight check. As you're watching. If Belmont has a higher roll, Eivor has disadvantage.
I got an 18.
Remember, you have blessed.
I got a 19, just above 1.
You
forgot about bless.
Wait, for me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, roll your D4, bro.
Add your D4.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You're welcome.
19.
Still
Tie. No fault. So, final strength checks.
All right.
Barbarians, what'd you get?
Well, adding the Fury of the Small, she's baring her sharp teeth and gives a tug, and that was a nat 20 plus 2, 2 and 5, so that's 27.
Nice.
I got a 23.
Nice. That was a good one.
24.
Balverus gets the freaking number bigger than everybody else.
1-2-1.
Oh my.
Eivor.
I rolled a 22.
Wow.
Well, simple enough. One more tug, and you see all 4 hooves dig in.
Wait.
With Zior and Sivanak even going digger deep in. One more final pull. And you pull one more, roll strong. Barbarians lose ground and fall.
I will say, do I go flying?
No.
Okay.
And the victors, Zior, Eivor, and Sivanak. Now, Sivanak, you each receive a holly wreath. As far as a token, Sivanak now holding 2. With that, you, Cypress,
Off on a white little adventure.
you straight off from the games. Come to the edge of you come to where the tree line starts, and there you see Nicholas standing, almost in a worry, trying not to show it in front of everyone.
Probably on the same page or something.
We were finally on the same page about something.
Guess so.
Nicholas, what bothers you?
I can feel it. This wild hunt draws close.
Something I can bounce between dimensions?
Beast. It's hunting.
Aware if he's already has two that he took that we followed. Who knows how many he's got?
And I'm smaller than him.
That's what concerns me. Because I no longer see those children anymore.
So where's the horse?
What can we do?
Well, hopefully we can locate this beast before he finishes his ritual and go from there.
Do I want to know what happens if he finishes his ritual?
Then I die.
Well then.
And they won't have a Yule this year.
And if you finish yours?
If I can prevail over the beast, then we'll see Yule in a week's time.
Well, that's the case. Time to get a little rest. We head off first thing at dawn.
Hopefully. Yes, we will go that way. I will send scouts out to look to see what they can see. Those who fill up for us, that is.
No, you said that you're away from us at this point in time?
Yeah,
we've been away from
So we
us.
don't know of anything you just said?
No.
Correct.
yeah, I'm like way off.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, I'm a horse.
Nay, I say, sir.
Hey!
Straight from the horse's mouth.
If rest is what you want to take, then rest up. This will be something you haven't encountered yet.
All right, Nicholas. I'll return back to the party. And I'll see you first thing at dawn.
Okay.
Anymore. Anymore.
I revert back.
Yeah, you said I.
Why couldn't the pony talk? He was a little horse.
Oi!
That's a pony.
Anyway. So I'll return to the party at this point in time.
I enjoyed it.
Right after you guys finish the tug of war and you three are the victor, Belmont will notice it, Zeor will notice it, Sivanak will notice it, that you see Cypress coming back from the tree line.
You missed the fun.
Sorry. Nicholas wandered off. Curious to see what was going on.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, you look a little worried. Something
Well,
went wrong?
He just told me more about this creature, the wild hunt. We better find him before he can finish this ritual. I'll let it at that.
I mean, we all are a party.
This ritual keeps being mentioned, but I've not read anything about it.
I assume this ritual is a way to keep the creature in check, so it doesn't go rampaging, stealing every child it sees.
Well, see, that's where that gets into a predicament. I hope he doesn't think I'm a child, or I'll bite the fool.
Well,
Honestly,
Nicholas
find
said-
anything that moves anymore.
well, from what Nicholas said, he can't sense those children.
What do you mean?
How long do we have?
He didn't specify. Well, we better hurry. He says we
Yoles in 1 week.
have a week until you.
Well, with all due
Right,
respect,
that's
shouldn't there be something that he should have specified? Or how long we have?
He did.
4 days.
Because
Yeah,
not
you
trying
have
to
days.
be.
You
not
have
trying
4
to be
days till
mean
the
to
Yule
you at
ritual
all.
has to. The Yule ritual has to be completed before that either side.
I'm not trying to be mean or step out of line halfway,
Wait.
but you
Then we may have a slight issue with such a creature. If I recall correctly, 4 days before Yule is the winter solstice, which
Well-
means it's gonna be darker than usual.
And he did mention children were being taken. And he can't discern
that's the
good
law.
from bad with kids, so he just nabs them all up in his sack of not fun.
Can I just add, I'm not having a good time with children.
Fair enough.
Well, here's a hint.
Don't burn it down.
Don't use fire. Fire bad.
Fire good.
Fire bad.
Fire good.
yes,
Anyway,
Come on up. Big defensive like fire can be good, fire can be bad. I can summon a wildfire spirit. I can accidentally call a town to go on fire, but I'm on the fence with that argument.
Player to DM. The festivities are wrapping up, or there's still the
there's still,
wrestling
as
thing.
far as I know, they're still going on.
Yeah, but I would imagine that if we just heard this, we're not going to
Oh,
be like,
no.
oh, that's going to be cherry.
Well, for what's going on and what we're going to do.
Nicholas said. Nicholas said we have enjoy the rest of our night. But
That's
tomorrow,
normally what someone says when they're trying to tell you not to worry, but you're worrying.
You can just drink yourself to sleep. It's fine.
from what he told me, he said, enjoy tonight. We leave first thing at dawn tomorrow.
The other night, it took quite a while for her to finally
And-
pass out.
Just to remind both parties, you guys did not get a full night sleep yet.
No.
You guys were both woken in the middle of the night. Other than the ones that require centuries rest
There was a
or
creature that
a
was
trance,
stirring, and it
it's a
was
different story.
It wasn't the mouse.
But to the others, long
Bad
rest
words.
still hasn't gone.
It was the hat.
If we're leaving, well, it's just the sun rises. But we might as well get rest as soon as we can.
I say
Have we
right
actually
now-
seen a sunrise?
No,
Not in a while.
while we were where we were, there is no sun.
There is. It's
Very
clouds.
low.
We just don't
While we
really
were.
see.
No, Barovia still goes night and day.
It's just cloudy all the time.
It's just when it's in day, it's cloudy. When nightfall hits, it's much darker.
So,
So
what
we-
you're saying is you don't see the sunspot, you just know it's daytime.
Here, in
Goodbye.
this time, as this time is, probably only people who know how this weather is would be Abor and Belma, because they're used to the. Well, he would too, but I mean, like, they come from Dale, so they know that there's only 4 hours of daytime. The rest is at night. You, with the history of solstice, is the longest night of the year. So,
I say
for the Outlanders, those who have the Outlander feet, it's roughly starting to go on midnight.
So we get some sleep.
yes.
Fair enough.
Here's the thing: the sooner we go to sleep, the sooner we wake up. And if we have time before all this happens, we can map out some sort of a plan, even if it's not full. We at least know what we're going to try to do. But I agree with the cat. We get some sleep, bed down, find the rooms. Noelle, get your own room by yourself.
Simonak, you want to watch Century over her?
I know. Trust me, that's some stuff you
Sir,
Alright.
it's very hard to believe that somebody
Happy lady,
who's
pretty
be
lady.
created by my hand can be such a cold and sensitive person.
You just feel like a child again.
I'm
Happy
made
lady,
of metal.
pretty lady, happy lady, pretty lady.
I'm made of metal. I'm cold all around.
Alright, so let's find where we need to sleep and bed down for the night.
I think I might do a bit of meditation before I sleep. Best be prepared just in case.
Do you need a cough drop?
What's a cough drop?
His voice sounds a little hoarse.
Oy. Well played, sir. I'll give you that one.
So I'm gonna, unless we see where rooms are, I'm gonna try to ask someone where we can bed down at, unless I see Nicholas.
Nicholas is no longer. You see him kind of like he's still where direction Cypress came, but asking around, some villagers replied. The first one you talked to goes, "Where could we bed?" It goes, "The longhouse would probably be your best bet," and that's what Nicholas said you can stay in. It's large. There are some rooms. There are probably about 3 rooms in it, but the rest is the main hall itself. Quite warm. There is a fireplace set into it, or there's a fire pit that can be lit for warmth if you wish. If not, we have furs.
Thank you. Alright, guys, you heard him. And if there's only 3 rooms, that means people are gonna have to bunk up. Noella, you're bunking with me.
If you need to,
Ladies alone.
you don't have to go into the rooms.
Would you just be there?
I will sleep by the fireplace. I might as well be with fire.
How big is this fireplace? Because the 3 of us are not going to fit.
It's a longhouse. It's
I
big. Trust
don't
me.
think they're gonna sit in the fire.
That's what she said.
Probably should.
How would we do it?
I wasn't going to make some comment.
So she climbs on Noella's shoulder,
Actually,
not
no.
Noella's
Can't do
shoulder,
that.
and
No
just
empty
perches
windows.
there. All right, pretty lady, it's time for
Gotcha!
bed. Wave
Actually,
goodbye
it
to your
wasn't me for once.
wave goodbye to your male friend.
Beep.
You were shitting on
He's a
You
guy,
know.
and he's your friend.
I mean, I've gotten away with it before, so.
I just want the actual damn calls themselves. Okay, so as you guys are bedding down for the night, what?
Sorry, I had to hit it.
Ryan,
It's just negative.
You were compelled to do that.
Hello.
That's a new word. When someone's compelled, they're well.
Oh, jeez Louise.
So we were bedding down inside longhouse.
In the longhouse, as you guys sleep, as the wilderness sounds almost non-existent, very quiet, and you don't. The first peaceful sleep you start to get. Sound of the fire. As you sleep,
I didn't do it.
What in the bad word was that?
Oh, just a good word. It's okay. You can use it.
I think the
scared
speaker.
the boys out of me.
Stop pushing it.
Small animals that we have around here.
Poor Chubbs, what the? What was that?
Stop
Yeah,
it.
that scared me pretty good.
I don't know what that was, but it's
Sorry,
Demon song.
it sounded like it was a speaker.
I thought the speaker box.
That's what I thought
I thought the
too.
drum just went on it.
So,
Real bad. Real bad.
as sleep takes you into darkness and peace comes, you guys gain your long rest.
Sweet.
But as you sleep,
Every time we
Sugar
go to
plums
sleep,
are dancing in
Something
every
your
time
heads.
we sleep, just so they know too, every time we sleep, you give us a crazy dream that freaks me out.
I said sweet.
so you guys have your long rest, but you hear the sounds of bells, sleigh bells. Shing, shing, shing. Right before, like, kind of wake up, like, just the sound. And you wake up, ready to start the day.
Jumps off the bed and more jingle bells go because of my dress.
There you go.
That's what's up. That's why I sound like I'm running away right now.
And
It's not a church bell.
you guys, when you guys wake up, you guys hear the sound of commotion.
I will open my door and start jingling my way down.
What's going on?
I'm still asleep.
You wake up, heading out. You head out.
Yep.
Open the doors, head out of the longhouse. Easy enough with your insight, you can see the panic of the village themselves.
I'm gonna flag down one of the villagers. What's going on?
Nicholas! He's missing!
You mean he didn't come back last night?
No!
Hold that thought, and I jingle my way back up the stairs.
There's
And
no stairs. You're in the
oh,
longhouse.
I'm in the longhouse. Sorry, I jingle myself back to my room, and
You were in your room.
I went out of my room, and you said we saw the commotion, and then you
You
started.
heard the commotion.
Yeah, I went
I
out
ran
of my
outside.
room.
You went out.
Yeah.
Did you go out of the longhouse too?
Yeah, and then that's why it's like well, let me do a perception actually, because I went Noella's behind me or not. She said he said she's still sleeping. I know. That would be a 19.
Looking back for Noella, you just don't see her. She's probably sleeping still, or she didn't come out. But when you're out there and you're hearing Cypress talk to them with your roll, you see large indentations within the ground, almost horseshoe-like.
Does it look like multiple ones, or like it's from an individual?
Looks bipedal, but the size is at least 2.5 feet.
Hey, I'll be right back.
And I just jingle my way back to the room me and Havela shared. Me and Noella shared. You feel like someone jumping on the bed and just
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up.
I heard that.
We got a problem.
I do too now.
Did I follow them outside?
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know if I would have
Nicholas
that.
is missing.
Well, it depends if you're a heavy
Nicholas is
sleeper.
missing.
With your,
I'm a cat sleeping by a fireplace.
yeah, but with a passive and hearing the commotion, you probably wake up.
that you're
And
hearing
you
me
hear
jingling.
Havela going, Nicholas is missing. So
I'm
now
up.
perks you.
Oh, so you hear bells jingling from my dress. You hear me
Oh,
panicking.
oh goodness.
You people
I fell
panicking.
on the bed.
What's happening?
So.
So you are going outside. My passive perception, I'm assuming I
Oh, she's
see
dragging me by the arm. Come on!
the footprints. Yes.
I will also walk outside.
I would as well.
Hunter's Bane.
Okay.
Advantage on
Survival checks.
survival checks.
Gotcha.
It's bright out here. For Fae, Fiends, or Undead.
Good. Roll.
Still. 14.
That's not.
Looking at the tracks that you see the villagers pointing to, track them. Senses are kicking off, and so they are demonic presence. These footprints leave a demonic essence.
Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna go brush my hair.
No,
No.
you're not.
I'm
Zior.
not gonna brush my hair. Oh, fuck.
They mentioned something about someone on 2 feet, possibly with wolves. Would this possibly be that
So whatever it is, it's
thing?
a thing.
Well, that's lovely. Gather your stuff. I say we go now. We were supposed to meet Nicholas this morning, and now he's missing. We go now.
With that roll, am I able to like continuously track these?
You have a heading of where it's going.
So Zior is going to lead the way because of his Hunter's
Oh,
Bane.
yeah.
Tracking this creature is no problem for him. He has a heading.
For what we spoke about before, she pulls out her silver warhammer and readies it just in case.
Okay.
Something else put on my list?
I got my cane.
Oh, yeah, you-
So venturing gear on.
Does
New
anybody
Ninja
by
Jones
chance
Bane.
have an extra cloak? Please.
Yeah,
Exactly,
Remember
my cloak
you
does.
have to remake
Thank
him every day.
Correct.
My chest was
You can only
cold.
make
It was the
one.
same length as
Four.
everybody's.
Four, I
That's
can
why I
only
just
drink
watched
one.
the cloak.
You can only drink one
She
per
walked.
action, per short rest,
For a long rest.
for a long rest. But you can expel it,
Yes.
but that's it.
And
You
she
can only
dropped
drink
back on
one
your
per
shoulder.
day, pretty much. Okay. So gearing up, leaving. Go ahead and roll survival.
That's a nat 20. Whoops. That's a nat 20.
Wait.
Don't worry, you can fix that later.
There it was.
Survival is, if I can get this to work, that's
I know.
23.
Okay.
Which is surprising, poor child.
You see off in the distance, like it goes. You see the hill and the city of Winter almost closer to you. High up on a mountain, you can see like the peaks of the spires and buildings that are there, and the wall. There, at the bottom, these tracks lead to a door, but it's wrapped in sparkling parchment with a bow on it.
You like sparkly things.
I'm not Augustus anymore.
Do you like sparkly things?
Okay, last time we went and touched doors and stuff, our last comrade isn't here anymore. Almost got his hand eaten off, if you remember, by a door. So why not try to, if you're afraid it's gonna do something, poke it with something else, not with someone's.
He also got beat to death with a broom. What?
So what you're saying is
Zier's going to pull his sword out. Slash at the paper.
That
Flash of the paper
Bullshit
reveals a door. You can see
how that was?
you can see that the door was kind of like wrapped in this.
Probably a pretty hard door, yeah.
You
No,
also
I'm
have that-
saying I cut the paper and nothing happened.
you got beaten up by a broom?
Door's there.
We'll tell you more
Open
about
the
it
door.
later.
Open the door. Okay, so at this time, I would ask you guys to clear the board and move the pieces off to the side while I bring our first terrain piece from Tranger Arts.
Clap hands, clap hands.
I'm gonna be like,
She looks to Zior and says, I think since you're here to track, you obviously should go first. I think then either that barbarian or me and Simona should go behind you, and we need healers in between.
Frank, 10-minute warning.
And maybe the druid in the middle. Because they kind of
You all decide on how you want. I will go first, most definitely.
I'm just thinking, like, safety wise. All right, so
Probably him
yeah,
and
he's already going in front.
In the back.
put him in the
All right, so
the
then
first-
Zior
Might as well
Belmont.
take
Goliath.
Man.
will go behind Zior.
Why do you hate me? I didn't hate you.
We have
you have two druids.
no, it's a clerics.
Is that what like
No,
tiger?
Two druids and a cleric.
Yeah.
All right.
Holy
I
smokes.
made the
That looks nice on camera.
Dranger Arts.
Yes. Wow, that looks amazing.
Yeah, get back here.
So
I like I said, for the camera and for you guys there, I did this real quick because I wanted to see my ideas and my creativity would go. So I took styrofoam, started breaking them up, and started to glue them together, and made this formation. And then Dranger Arts detailed it for me. I will give you guys a description of it as we go.
Timber, you have a customer come up and say,
Timber, I don't know if hey, if you want to bring this down lower to see it, you guys can. That way, it can get more closer. That way, these guys can get a more close look of it.
is that the one that's still sticky?
If we need to, we can go right.
Bring it back towards you a little more, Frank. There we go.
Better?
No, and then. Well,
Timber.
uh,
I need a picture of that hole there.
Right here?
Yes. There's only one this long time, so it's still a little bit viable, but that's really good.
But for more recognition, Timber, if you can, if you want to go
Yep.
more closer as a bird eye's view.
so we're gonna go actually look through and see what the player's standpoint. Look at, through the looking glass, if you would.
Correct. You can leave it down. Or if you can, if you could put it up on if there's a flat surface that you can lay it on and angle it directly down.
Because it could rest right there. There you go.
There we are.
It doesn't really hit them, but
It's
we can bring it back to the top here. That's fine.
So, better.
Yeah.
All right. So now the minis are in view.
So get a 6. Okay. So 6 minutes before our break, but one more time, those who didn't get, like, I want to give you guys an actual view. There are crevices inside. Just going real slow as far as looking at it.
And this was only a couple of days that you guys did this, Frank?
I did this. I built this
Two.
in a day, and Dranger Arts detailed it in 2 days.
So a
It
3-day
was
process.
finished tonight.
It was finished tonight.
Literally out.
Like an hour before we actually did our thing. And then there is another crevice landing as far as like here goes. I'll leave it to that.
I think we got a spot on the other side. We probably look.
Well, no, I want to give a bird a big view of it. That
Yeah.
way you guys can. There we go. That way it's more. Wish you could zoom in on it.
Oh, I know, right?
But yes.
Wishful thinking.
So there you come into a room. Can you place this in the center?
I can't.
Okay. So give me another one when we get closer.
Gotcha.
You find yourselves in a large, wide room. The walls are made of oblique ice, and snow covers the ground. There are 4 doors set into walls. These appear to be wrapped like presents. Suddenly, a humanoid with blue skin, white hair, and a tailored blue, sparkly suit appears in front of you with a soft pop. He holds a glowing cane of red and white, swirls against his shoulder, and a broad smile across his face. Why, hello! My name is Jack. Jack Frost. It seems you stumbled across my boss's lair. He's quite a grump at this time of year, so it's best to avoid running into him if at all possible. I can help you out of here if you can figure out my riddles, but keep in mind, there are nasty beasts that lurk these halls, so be careful not to make the wrong turn. I am bound to my master. I won't tell you where he's at. You'll have to figure it out. But my riddles might provide direction. Are you ready for the first?
1 second.
How much time do we have left?
3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Thank you.
2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Bring it, Jackie.
What decoration made of berries and pine is shaped like a donut that makes doors look divine? Now, I will say this, you guys do know, as far as players go, you can solve these rules quite easily other than your characters. Keep that in mind.
Would we have any insight at all to this?
What do you mean?
Like our characters? You know what I mean? Like, would it be a religion, history, any type of check like that? For our characters to figure it out?
Correct.
That's what I was going to say, but I don't know if
You see,
I'll be
roll. You know what? For you doing that, and Noella, you too, go ahead and make a religion check. Zegor can make it too.
I was going to say history.
What about the
Can
rest
I
of
make
us?
a religion check as well?
Oh,
Yeah, those who have those who are proficient in religion could make a check to determine what Sibonac's trying to do.
you would say me.
I was going to say kind of
I have-
because
I don't
see what's
have-
on his head.
History, but I have, or I don't have religion,
Well,
but I have
it's if
history.
you would know what this is, as
2
far
minute
as
warning.
being in your goblin family, and you haven't really seen one in.
That's
Under-
true, yeah.
19 or religion.
Number 2. You want to take it now?
Well, what's the time frame on now?
Under 2 minutes.
Is there still a time frame on it?
Nope.
Okay.
Do it.
So I'll let you guys talk it over with the group, and we'll go for a commercial break before we go back into it.
All right, we'll be back here on Vulcan Adventures Meet the D20 Misfit. It's on Power 92.